alumni आमगेला अभिमान कार्यक्रमाक तुम सगळ्यांके स्वागत करता. एक्चुअली एक तिगेला प्रोफेशनल करियर स्टार्ट करतरी एक लाईफाचे दोन्ही इम्पॉर्टंट इव्हेंट वर्डिक आणि एक मेटर्निटी हा एक मस्त चॅलेंजेस हाडता लाईफांतू ह्या फेस कोरनू मायक्रोसॉफ्ट मळेल कंपनींतू काम करताची 4 वर्ष भितरी 3 प्रमोशन्स मेळणू सक्सेसफुली काम करताशा आमगेल प्राईड आमगेल आयचालूम नाय आजी आमगेल कार्यक्रमांतू यूएस आदकुनू आमगेलोट्टू कॉलार आसा निवेदिता शणै आणि आता निवेदिता गड्यार. निवेदिता तू काय कार्यक्रमाक हांव स्वागत करता.
हाय सानका.
येस दवा हावत चांगला वरीची
व्हेरी हॅपी.
थँक्यू दवा. आम्ही आता निवेदितानं तिगेला करियर स्टार्ट करतरी तिगेला वर्डिक जावनू मेटर्निटी जावनू ती वापस कामाक जॉईन जाली. सो त्या चॅलेंजेस त्यांना कसं कसं चॅलेंजेस आयला तू त्या कशी फेस केला म्हणून सांगूनची आम्ही आमगेला आजी भासाभास स्टार्ट करूया. सो तुका कशी जाला त्या फेज ऑफ तुगेला लाईफ.
Motherhood malari, it's very challenging. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but it's also Miguel life onto biggest blessing. So how deliver kelala April 2020 into like in the middle of a pandemic. So tajje challenges asila pandemic kacha. Tajvairi have Miguel thankfully parents asirin changa. So deliver core jattari amka Microsoft through 20 weeks maternity asila. बट वापस मस्त गॅप नाका हेल्प असतानाची वापस हांव रॅम्प अप जो इजी जाता म्हणून हांव 12 वीक्स मेटर्निटी नंतर हांव वापस जॉईन जाली. सो तेन्ना जॉईन जातना मी ऑलमोस्ट पुरा प्रोजेक्ट विंगड जण असाइन केलेला आहे आणि I felt as if I had to restart my career. So initially मस्त कष्ट झाला because I had to start new projects आणि Miguel expertise असेल projects पूरा विंगड assign केलेला आहे. But I took it up as a challenge and I एक हा मस्त important skill म्हळारी once you have a baby you have to manage your time. म्हळारी आमका फूड लायक म्हाका मस्त टाइम आसला आता गोतच म्हाका 8 hours per day आसा within 8 hours म्हाका मिगेले काम पुरा फिनिश कोरका म्हणून. सो आज स्ट्रॅटेजाइज कोरनू हाय इम्पॅक्ट प्रोजेक्ट्स हाय प्रायोरिटी प्रोजेक्ट्स मॅनेजरला डिस्कस कोरनू घेताच हांव. So तशी मस्तकड manage कोरनू and with the help of family, my super supportive husband who was always there to help and my parents who were here and then after that my in-laws who came and helped me. So it'll pura help animita I was able to ramp up. So it was challenging. Motherhood is a full-time job, but I think with the help of family I was able to ramp up.
ओके दॅट्स रिअली नाईस. आता ताजी नंतर ताज्या फुडें तू कॉर्नल युनिवर्सिटीन तुगेला मास्टर्स केलेला. सो तू मायक्रोसॉफ्ट जॉईन जावच्याक तुगेला युनिवर्सिटीच्या कशी लर्निंग्स तुका हेल्प जाला.
वय सो बेसिकली कॉर्नल युनिवर्सिटी म्हळ्यार एक आयव्ही लीग युनिवर्सिटी. सो जॉईन जातना लेटली आय हॅड म्हाका खंयच्यान एक्सपर्टीज जावका कसं स्किल सेट इम्प्रूव कोरका म्हणून म्हाका एक सेल्फ गोल्स आशिल्ले. एक म्हळ्यार डिस्ट्रिब्युटेड सिस्टम्स क्लाउड कंप्युटिंग आणि मशीन लर्निंग. सो हांव तसल सब्जेक्ट्स फोकस केला लायक आय डीड प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑन दोज सब्जेक्ट्स अँड so म्हाका थंय म्हळ्यार education system in US is totally different than in India and mine was a project based course. So I focused on the projects. I worked with many professors आणि त्या पुरा म्हाका actually Microsoft to job मेळूक help केला. आणि like basically mainly courses like distributed system, cloud computing आणि मायक्रोसॉफ्ट अंतू हांव आतां सेक्युरिटी टीम अंतू काम करता आसा. सो बेसिकली मायक्रोसॉफ्ट डिफेंडर फॉर एंड पॉइंट इज द नेम ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. सो त्या प्रोडक्ट अंतू मेनली मिगेल काम म्हळ्यारी मशीन लर्निंग मॉडेल्स एक रिलायबली हायली अवेलेबल अशा रितीरी हाऊ डू यू हँडल म्हणून. सो म्हाका मिगेल कोर्सेस पुरे कॉर्नलान काडलेले आनी मिगेल पास्ट एक्सपिरियन्स स्नॅपडील अंतू that helped me a lot. Yeah, so overall I think getting a master's here has helped a lot in my career.
ओके ताज्या फुडें सो तूं आतां कोर्नेलान तूं युनिवर्सिटी जॉयन जावचे फुडें तूं इंडिया देखून यू एस आवत तरी एक 6 म्हयनो गॅप आशिल्ल्या त्या 6 म्हयन गॅपान तूं कसं पुरा तयार केलाय तुगेल्या मास्टर्सा जो की थंयच्या लायफस्टायलाक सो नवे एक लायफस्टायल आवत ना ताचे खातीर तूं कसं एक बॅकग्राऊंड होमवर्क केलाय
So how actually USA Mojoch Pish Pudechi Migela GRE TOEFL pura complete kornu how universities are pura apply kelala. So first maka admit milala University of Texas Dallas in December first week. So magutasil I am definitely going to go for my masters but Khanchi University mano that decide koru asila and I wanted to use this break to improve my skill set. So now first of all I had to acclimatize to the new environment. Malari US and to shift coach it's a huge change both weather wise and everything. So I had to adjust to that. Second have a goal list she galala I wanted to work on like basically improve my skill set in machine learning. So must machine learning related certifications complete kella ani hang USA ettari hang I wanted to build a network of my own. So how must women in tech events join javanu thai attend kartana I got of exposure and I also got to attend events like Microsoft Build, which is a very big conference. And I had a mentor in Intel when I was interning, and so Miguel mentor and Malala Grace Hopper conference as they volunteer kelari. It's really good for you to be like network build jatta. So एक scholarship reviewer जाऊनु join जाऊनु so हम तशी apply केलेला and thankfully I got selected and so after I completed my volunteering work they gave me admit to something called like being a hopper during their conference. So basically hopper malari grace hopper conference every year jat US antu so they volunteer so they give you a ticket ani they would basically small things like okay registration avalar help korchu like small things are help korka so that was a huge exposure for me they would along with the women in tech wingad janangelottu meet chaucha experiences kolcha. So hopper jattari have like basically I had got my Cornell admit so I knew I was going there so they vachaka I started preparing basically I was polishing my skill set by taking different certifications also preparing for malari jobs mine was a 2-semester course and I had to like basically search for a job as soon as I joined because mak internship koro opportunity na sila so ha ek goal list galnu kanch companies jaw ka tier 1 tier 2 tier 3 so ek plan kornu have prepare koro start keli so the 6-month break was really important to basically polish my skill set and also work on things that I really loved.
That's really nice. And ताज्या फुडें तूं स्नॅपडीलान तूं काम केलेला सो स्नॅपडीला एक्सपिरियन्स आनी हाऊ इट वॉज डिफरंट फ्रॉम आतां तूं काम करता तशें मायक्रोसॉफ्टाच्या एक्सपिरियन्स
Wait, Snapdeal Malari Miguel first corporate like full-time experience. So it was my first full-time job after Miguel RV Jattari. आणि स्नॅपडील म्हळ्यार एक स्टार्टअप एन्व्हिरॉन्मेंट हायरार्की ना टीम अंतू दोग जन मात्र आसचे सो एज अ फ्रेशर म्हाका शिकू मस्त मेळ्ळें बिकॉज थंय म्हळ्यार बिकॉज देर जस्ट 2-3 people in the team मस्त रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज अ फ्रेशर मेळटा आणि थंय मस्त हाई लायक फास्ट पेस्ड एन्व्हिरॉन्मेंट थंय रिलीजस पुरे आज रिटायलारी विदिन 10 days ताजे रिलीज जावका आणि थंय कशें म्हळ्यार इवन CTO हांव वर्क केलें मस्त प्रोजेक्ट्स डायरेक्टली अंडर CTO आसता गेल्या सो देर वॉज एन एक्साइटमेंट बट ऑल्सो नर्वसनेस ओ कशें चित्ता अँड म्हाका मस्त सगळं टेक्नॉलॉजीज नवे आशिल्ले तेन्ना सो आय हॅड टू लर्न एज वेल एज लायक deploy it to production. So how they massakad siklay, especially being very agile and end to end koruka. They malari wingad steps koruka. Mast teams na. So you have to build your requirements, design it, deploy it. And pura every step has to be done by you. So म्हाका त्या मस्त एक्सपोजर मेळ्ळें आनी मिगेल प्रोजेक्ट्सा निमित्तच म्हाका इट हेल्प्ड इन माय मास्टर्स बिकॉज म्हाका मस्त प्रोजेक्ट कोर अभ्यास आशिल्लो तेन्ना स्नॅपडीलांतू So one thing that's different in Microsoft is global. Amgel at the services my Snapdeal antu, because it was an Indian company. Ami titla mala bari Indian scale ag matra karta silinchi. At Microsoft mala per day billions of calls etta. So amgel 6 different geos as ani US government customers as such. So Microsoft antu, there is a lot of importance to privacy, security. Tasala. So I'm learning a lot of things related to scale in Microsoft and privacy and Tasala. But Snapdeal was a very good foundation, and it gave me an exposure to how startup environment is. Work-life balance must nasilte, because we were working crazy hours per day. But because I was fresh out of college asili, and mak titlikas living good commitments nasile, so makta learn kuruka, it was a very good atmosphere.
ओके तू स्नॅपडीला जॉईन झालेली तुला कॉलेज नंतर म्हणून सांगल तू सो तुला कॉलेज आर्वी इंजिनियरिंग अंत तू शिकली सो तुला कॉलेज एक्सपिरियन्स तुका कशी हेल्प जाला
Yeah, so Miguel, RV College, how joined Jalala, basically, I'm from a small town in Coorg called Gonikoppal. So, how Miguel at 12th, like second PUC Jattari, directly I decided to go to RVC. So, this was my first time moving outside the house. And that to do a big city. So, first time move jattana, it was a huge shock to me, and because I navigate like Hodder city into. So first I was very nervous, first homesick asili. Magar anek must thoda change alal malari. I was a science student, like biology student in my till my second PU, and I didn't have a laptop back then, so I got my laptop only after I joined engineering. So hung how RVC joined jattari Miguel friends pure, they already had apps on the app store. Masjana 5-6 years old astanachi programming start kellal jana, and Masjana they had a lot of exposure. So being a topper, till my second PU, going to a university where I felt okay, everyone is so much better than me, I'm lagging. So that feeling was really overwhelming. So our week first at I was very scared. Oh, how am I going to cope with this pressure? Malari Arvind too, as you know, all toppers from different parts of the country join. So they must make a highly competitive mundis first. But then my mom was, super supportive. My mom and dad, they actually, my mom told me, so every stage in life you can't expect okay to best as that, and you can't expect to be the best person in the room, so you have to learn no ek growing mindset asuka. So tasha day by day, every day learn kornu. First year it was okay, second year I saw an improvement in myself, and the third year thankfully I had very good peer group who were very supportive, who helped me learn. So third year how much projects kornu, hackathons avachunu, and don't hackathon very high profile hackathons antu win jalami. So that is when I realized learning growing mindset aslari you can turn any situation around. So Yatashi, that helped me a lot. It was a very scary situation when I joined. Oh, makasle got now kash handle kartha ya pressure monumagari sikkunu. Like third year, I was very confident, and fourth year I got good offers. So I was happy with what I had achieved. Yeah, I think at every stage I feel family has been a support. Right now I feel my husband is super supportive. My parents are, my in-laws have been super supportive. So every stage I feel, support from the family has been a important thing.
ಖಂಡಿತಚಿ ತಾಸಾನ್ ಗಾಂವ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ನೀವು ತುಗಲ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ನೌ ಅತ್ತು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೂ ತಲ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತೂ ಯಾಸ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ನಿವೇದಿತಾ. सो आता तुगला जर्नी आम्ही तुगला उतराना इकलिती सो आता मी तुगला स्लाइस ऑफ लाइफ पळोया. Yes, Dava. So
Well,
how you get
yeah,
that?
this was a part of Microsoft Build conference म्हणू. So mak एक women in tech meetup अंतु mak मेळ्ळेले. So they wanted to know my experience, how it has been pure. So this was one of the interviews during Microsoft Build. This was the Hopper volunteering during the Grace Hopper conference. So it's one of the biggest women in tech events. So thai mak ek volunteering करू एक opportunity मिळाला. So it was really good. Yeah, this Grace Hopper अंतु many companies येऊन तांगेले एक booths असता आणि थंय तांगेल high profile जन येताची. So he's the co-founder of Instagram. So I had got selected to one of the Instagram events, and here the Instagram event antu kalal photo. We Hopper. So these are the other volunteers have काम केलेलं scholarship Grace Hopper event. This is in Cornell during my graduation after my masters. Microsoft antu every year hackathon jatta. So hackathon avelari amgel research team an evnu they had basically we won a prize for this. So our research team basically wanted to deploy a very complex machine learning model, and the amgel platform and support nasila. So we had to design something very unique for them. And it had really high impact. So the one on the right most is our org leader. He reports directly to Satya. This was the prize distribution ceremony of the hackathon.
आता तुगेला other than this, as a hobby तू कसं कोरच्याक इस्पोता कसं पुरा करता?
So I like reading books. Have एक मला newfound hobby. So hanga hamat every summer I like to plant different vegetables and do some gardening. Mak mast relaxing mundista जातात. So last time have methi, tomatoes, bell pepper pure so केलेला, beans pure. So it was a good yield, and it was super refreshing.
Okay, तू आणि book reading तुगेला hobby म्हणून सांगला. So if you have to suggest one must read books to the viewer, तू recent वाचिल्लेला, so which it would be?
Yeah, one best book that I read was Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits antu basically the author discusses how you can improve your life by making very small changes in your day-to-day routine. Malari, what the author says is 1% to every day improve your life. Like it can be very small, like maybe 5 minutes a walk, like 5 minutes a meditation. If you see throughout the year, you would have improved a lot. So you don't have to make big changes in your life to achieve something. So just making small changes but being most consistent, it can help improve your life. So Atomic Habits is a must read, and it was one of the best reads of I think I read it last year, but yeah, it was a really good book.
Okay, that's nice. So Niveditha, atugala Vishwa Konkani केंद्राच्या जर्नी सांगची जाल्यारी. So 2011 तू फर्स्ट विश्व कोंकणी केंद्र आयली. So तेन्ना आताताई विश्व कोंकणी केंद्रा जर्नी सांग जाल्यारी कसं शेअर करू इसपोता?
विश्व कोंकणी म्हळ्यार म्हाका एक इमोशन असला म्हणके it's I am very attached to विश्व कोंकणी. So one reason is have every semester break antu I used to wait to go to the camps. And mak camps are through migele ek friend circle munjalala. So every semester we used to discuss, okay, he kanch camp vacha. And every time vattana we met new people and we made friends. And every camp there was something new to learn. Preetham Mamala, different sessions, mock interviews, especially group discussion, doing a topic, and the way everyone came up with different answers during group discussions, I really miss those, and all those experiences actually helped me a lot. आणि त्या मात्रने it also helped me understand about Konkani culture. Guru Mamala story session every camp. I always learn something new. आणि त्या मात्रने especially events like Prerana every time volunteering करचसिला, especially social media, that was something how every time pick करचसिला. So I enjoyed it a lot. It was a great exposure to me. And lastly, I think the food, I really miss it. I must as tasil camps antu. So I really miss. But the peer group that I have formed during Vishwa Konkani, I cherish the memories spent with them, and I'm also in touch with a lot of them. Atte, I really thank Vishwa Konkani for the great memories.
Yes, Nivedita. Before we conclude, तू आता as a successful woman who तुगेल्या career वापस वचून, so getting back to the work after your maternity is a great challenge, and we see that in you. So एक work life balance, so तो कसा तसल करच्या उमनाक तू कसा message देऊचाक इष्ट पावता?
So basically, Miguel, message Malari, first of all, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't be overwhelmed. Mast jana same face karta sachi. So that's what I think every single time I feel it's a challenge. And second, Malari, have your own peer group. I try to have a lot of friends who are going through the same thing, same journey. So tangal sukuma sikku melta. It helps you, even at times where you want to vent out, like that peer group really helps. Any time management, prioritize on things that matter the most to you, and you can always delegate the things that don't matter the most. Any work life balance vishay mon ka jalari, I think career is basically a marathon, not a sprint. So short time akasle churd think korunajja. We should think long term. So if there is something that I do, like these days, I know exactly that I have 8 hours, so I try to prioritize only things that are high impact. And I don't, like previously Snapdeal Astana, I used to like give up my sleep and I used to work late hours, but now I don't focus on that. I know health is very important and having a balance is very important. So I focus on having a healthy lifestyle, working out as much as I can, and then trying to meditate and basically following a good lifestyle, because that is important too. So basically, Jalal Titla, try to get as much help as you can, basically from family, and there is nothing to be overwhelmed. You can do it. Just be patient, and I think it keeps getting better and better every day. And I think it gets better. That's all I can say.
And that's really a great message, Nivedita. तू आजी आमगेलो टू हा प्रोग्रामा येऊन तुगेला एक्सपिरियन्स शेअर केला. So you are definitely inspiration to all the young aspiring engineers, and especially all the married women who are struggling to get back to their career after maternity or after marriage. So thank you so much for joining us. आणि आमगेला हा कार्यक्रम पळयला पुरा जनाके हावा धन्यवाद सांगता. सो नेक्स्ट एपिसोड अंतू आमगेला अनेक अलुमनाय वोटू आम्ही वापस मेळया. सगळ्यांके देव बरे करो.